What's up? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? It's Pretty Girl Loves Trap content, and we are here for BMF Season 3, Episode 8. Before we get into it, please make sure you like this video, subscribe, do all the things to support your girl. Thank you for being early, DeMarcus. I appreciate you. But yes, we're going to get into it. I do have church announcements. Please, can somebody please check on Irv Gotti? You know what I'm saying? I already know since Ashanti been back with Nelly, he's definitely been on our sick and shut-in list. But now that she has officially announced her pregnancy, can we please check on Irv Gotti? You know what I'm saying? I just make sure he okay. Not that we should care, but I'm just curious to see how he feeling. Oh gosh, but yes, BMF episode 8, DeMarcus, you said 4.5. Jesus Christ, really? Oh gosh, that's hilarious to me. Okay, well, we gonna still get into it because I'm doing the Lord's work, and so we got to discuss the things that's happening. Okay, but make sure you guys are liking the video, share, subscribe, do all the things for your girl. Okay. Oh, Mr. Jones is not feeling it at all. Okay, I get it, bro. I get it. All right. So you know what we do every week, damn near every day. We got to show up and pull up at the Platinum Palace. Okay, and me just over there sulking over Angel shaking what her mama gave her. You know what I'm saying? Shaking her assets. Emphasis on ass. Twerking on Glock's linen pants. And he over there remembering when he was over there with her in his house on his linen, on his bed. Okay? So, yeah, he is definitely in his feelings low-key, but he tried to play it off. He tried to play it off to Duffy, talk about, she just do what she can. It's just business. She got to make her money and what have you. But Meech, I feel like he is feeling away a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, dang, Meech, you over there slacking on your pimping, bro. Like, what we doing here? What are we doing? But, he over there just watching. And it's looking... I don't know, Meech. I'm going to need you to get a distraction, okay? You over here at the Platinum Palace. His ass is everywhere, okay? I'm going to need you to go ahead and find somebody to take your mind off it, all right? So, what's up, David? What's up, Derry? Thank you for coming through. So, Meech, he finally decides to get some distraction because, Duffy introduces him to some new employees, okay? So it's low-key orientation up in here at the Platinum Palace, okay? So we got Bingo, Big Foley, and Cino, okay? They now on board, and BMF, what have you. So me just kind of giving them a high-level overview on what the plug wants, okay? And what the plug don't want is small bills. We don't, want no ones. We don't want no fives. We don't want none of that, okay? They don't want to see George Washington nowhere, okay? And the delivery of the funds, okay? So Meech decides to make it rain in the club, okay? And don't quote me on this, but I think Meech is the first one to make it rain. I think he has that title, okay? Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, He's giving very much Soulja Boy, you know what I'm saying? I was the first to do this, okay? So I think he was the first one to make it rain. And he started that whole make it rain era, okay? Shout out to Meech, you know what I'm saying? He was giving back to the community, doing community service, doing the Lord's work, okay? And apparently Glock and the MKs, they have no umbrella because they swam their happy asses out of there. And Glock was over there pulling Angel away, and she was still looking at Meech, okay? She still got eyes for Meech, okay? But shout out to Making It Rain because I benefited from a few times people done made it rain in the club, okay? Yeah, I picked me up $1 or $2 in the strip club or $2. Yeah, Young PG ain't no better. I mean, that's a whole nother story, y'all. But being in a club or a strip club when they make it rain, that's like an experience, you guys. Like, that's just such a vibe. Like, just all the money just falling down ever so lightly on your feet. Like it's just a vibe, okay? It's just a vibe. Shout out to all the dudes that's making it rain, okay? So, boy. Soon as Angel leaves the premises, we got Lucky over here. Lucky's a whole nother scripper, okay? And she's telling Meech, that she could do something to make him forget about Angel. So Lucky proceeds to take Meech to the champagne room, okay? And she decides to put in her bid. She decides to submit her resume and application, okay? As she is applying her lips to her, his nether region, okay? And she was over there performing, giving the best PowerPoint presentation of her life. And it looks like Meech was, definitely, shaking his head and agreeing. It's like, yeah, this is a good presentation, okay? But not good enough for you to get hired, Miss Ma'am. So he politely said, thank you, kindly, and peace out. Meech politely declined her replacement offer, okay? And Lucky, you played yourself, okay? You weren't lucky that day, okay? Child, she tried, y'all. She tried, okay? I mean, that's embarrassing. I mean, first of all, you don't know what the hell Meech had with Angel. Therefore, you shouldn't even set yourself up like that. But Meech pretty much told her, I'm not hiring, ma'am. I don't know who told you. You just assume that there was an open position. And I'll let you believe that. What's up, Queen Daria? How y'all doing, David Williams? Thank you for coming through. So yeah, shout out to Lucky, okay? Maybe, she'll get lucky next time, okay? So the next morning, Meech is over there. He's talking to Duffy at his house, and he explains to Duffy, like, we need some new mechanics because we cannot have our crew and everybody get hemmed up. Meech he takes his position as a CEO very, very seriously, because the previous evening when he was leaving the Platinum Palace, he saw another dude get hemmed up with the Red Dogs, and they found several bricks in his trunk. But it seems like old dude must have had his bricks just ever so like neatly placed right there for Red Dogs to find it. Like, this seems like this dude did not try to find, hide these bricks, not whatsoever. He might as well have I'm a drug dealer on his license plate, because it seemed very much easy for him to get caught up. But Meech does not want that to happen to his crew. So now he's trying to find a new mechanic, okay? Once he gets done talking with Duffy, he runs over there to the restaurant to meet with Claude. And Claude pretty much tells him, like, yo, all the ATO, other dealers, they're ready. They're down, okay? They're all brandy in and out, okay? And he mentions, but Sharp, he's going to be a little harder to convince, right? And Meech was like, okay, well, the Olympics is coming up. And the Olympics in Atlanta equals eyes, okay? So we need to be careful because all eyes is on us, okay? Shout out to the real Tupac, not that raggedy Tupac that y'all try to play in our face about, okay? And Claude, he was like, exactly, that's why you need to sell to others, and we need to go ahead and make sure the MKs and Remy is out the way. So Meech was like, sir, bro, are we speaking French? Because I don't know where you're getting this wee from, sir. Like, this was strictly your assignment, okay? I don't know what you talking about, but we discussed per our last email. We discussed that was your issue, not mine, okay? But he explains, yo, Claude, we need to go ahead and meet at the Platinum Palace tomorrow night. And if anybody's drop, I'm dropping this agreement, okay? Meech is definitely trying to, be on his nonviolent, brigade, because we don't want them problems, okay? We don't want them problems at all, okay? What's up, Tamika? Thank you for coming through. So, speaking of restaurants, T is over there at the restaurant that Marquisha don't give a good goddamn about, okay? And he's talking to Hoop, and they talking about Henry, and long story short, they figure out that Henry must have murked Peaches to get in with the plug or whatever. So T realizes, hey, I'm gonna have to find an idea to deal with Henry since she has a local supplier. Okay, so he over there working those brain cells instead of working on Markeisha. Okay, but lo and behold, we get a little visitor. Okay, Vince is over there bothering T, and he made sure he had his police uniform. Okay, hat and toe and everything. Like, Vince is already getting on my damn nerves. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. So he explains to T, like, yo, Markeisha is a high class individual, okay? She is a sedity woman. So I don't understand for the life of me why she's over there choosing to babysit your young ass, okay? And so he over there looking around, being all suspicious and what have you. And he was like, you know what? I wonder if the IRS may be asking some questions if they find out what you're really doing over there in that kitchen. You know what I'm saying? If you over there making cornbread and making crack, okay? Chopping up collard greens and Coke, okay? Serving black-eyed peas and that white girl, okay? Stocking the shells of brown sugar and booger sugar. It's gonna be a problem if they baking candy yams and weighing them grams in that restaurant. That's pretty much he's telling me you're gonna have a problem. Okay. Sorry, he's telling T that. Okay. And so T, you need to figure it out because you can't be selling the party platters and party favors up in that soul food restaurant. So he tells Hoop when Vince leaves, like, make sure you find out everything you know about this fool. And I got to make sure these books are in order just in case. And this is what I was talking about. And this is what I felt was going to happen last episode when Markeisha brought this cop around just for her own sake, just to make T jealous. Now you making the block hot. And now we got this cop. Yeah, he's a dirty cop, but he's still a cop and he has some sort of authority. And now he over there with T, and it's not going to be good. And this is furthering my belief that she did call CPS because she would go to any lengths to win this man's heart. She would do anything to secure this bag. Therefore, I believe she calls this whole situation with the CPS because I feel like she creates this drama and these issues just so she can so-called clean it up. So I don't know what she gonna do to back down Vince, but I feel like we haven't seen the end of Vince. Like, I don't know. I'm a little nervous, okay? So the Flannerys, I should say Lucille, is having Bible study with Pastor Fleming at her house, right? So Pastor Fleming is over there giving a good testimony about her being a teenage mother and her just being stressed out about it, not wanting a baby because, she had the baby out of wedlock. She's very much convincing, right? Mm-hmm. And Lucille, she was feeling the word. Nicole was feeling the word. But you know who was feeling that word? Good old LaWanda. LaWanda, she was feeling that testimony, okay? She was feeling it. She was over there crying her little heart out because the words that resonated with her, especially when Pastor Fleming said, what I thought was a mistake was a missing ingredient for what prepared me for today. I was like, all right, that's what I'm talking about. All right, put in that good word, Miss Fleming. Okay, Pastor Fleming, let me address her properly. What's up, HEA and Samara? Thank y'all for coming through. So after the Bible study, whatever, LaWanda, she's over there talking to Lucille, and she said, she was thinking about what she was and what she wanted to be before she had kids. She was giving Martin Luther King, like, I have a dream too. Okay, Meech and T over there living their dream. I want to live my dream. So she's thinking about going to cosmetology school because, she loves that feeling that she gets when she gets out of the chair and gets that boost of confidence. I was like, you know what, LaWanda, that's a great point. I've always thought about this when it comes to beauticians. Beauticians, it's no mistake that their name rhymes with magician, because when you go into that chair looking busted and disgusted and wake up, after you get out that dryer and get out that chair, you looking all beautiful, whatnot. I mean, that is magic, okay? That is magic. Now, shout out to all the beauticians in the world. Please, y'all, let me go on a 25-second rant, because the process of getting your hair done today is a whole struggle. Let me just let y'all know. Back in the day, call the beautician, make an appointment, get your hair did, okay? Get your hair fried, dyed, and laid to the side, right? You pay the beautician, rock that hairstyle for a few weeks, do the process again, right? Not today. These stylists want you to go and book on their website, which is fine with me, but you got to put down a deposit, okay? Then, if you want all these extra add-ins, okay, there's extra cost, okay? And then you show up to your appointment, and 9 times out of 10, the stylist is working on a whole nother woman, or she's late. So you waiting like you waiting at the doctor's office. There's no reason why I made an appointment for 9 o'clock, ma'am, your first appointment, and I'm waiting till you finish your breakfast at 9:30. Disgusting, okay? Disgusting. But I mean, if it's worth the work, sometimes it's worth the wait. But my gosh, that process to get your hair done, I swear to God, I don't wish we need to go back. We need to go back to the simpler times. Okay. Yes, Samira, I miss the old school stylist. Okay. Booking a hair appointment this day is damn near trying to buy a house. Like it's too much. And yes, HEA, yes. Why do I gotta take a whole day of PTO to get my hair done? A half a day, okay, cool. But a whole day, because I don't know how many heads you got. Don't be booking 5 appointments at 9 o'clock, fam. At 9 o'clock, I want you to be standing up at your chair waiting for me to get in. Not me having to sit down, watch you do a whole nother woman's head or finishing up your breakfast. Where's the decorum? Where's the professionalism? Okay, that rant lasted 25 minutes, not 25 seconds. But yeah, I just had to get that off my chest this morning, okay? Jesus. So Lucille, she's definitely I love the camaraderie between Lucille and LaWanda. Lucille makes sure she tells LaWanda that she's proud of her. They hug and kiss and exchange I love yous. And also LaWanda expressed that it's clear that Terry don't want to be with her no more. She got to prepare what a future without him. And she explains like, of course he's still going to be the father of my children, but she's learning to kind of distance herself with him, with the thought of being with him romantically. And I love that, right? And I love to see that Lucille is still writing with LaWanda, because all too many times I see the father side of a child's family. They sometimes follow suit with the father. Okay, breaking it down a little further. Okay, so if there's a child, right, dealing with, 2 parents, if the father is not around that child, 9 times out of 10, that father's family is not going to if with that child. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to see that, because if that father has a mother, has, aunts, siblings, I feel like if they know that child exists, reach out to the mother, check on the baby. No, you don't have to necessarily provide financially, but offer babysitting services. Say, hey, how are you doing? Talk to the child. I just hate to see the whole family just ghost because the daddy decided to be ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I hate that. Not saying that's every situation, but I've seen many situations like that. If the father is involved, then most times you do see his family being involved. But I love the fact that Lucille, regardless of the situation between LaWanda and Terry, she is there for LaWanda. So I appreciate that. Hey, Sharon, thank you for coming through. So Charles arrived, right? And, he has this awkward greeting with LaWanda. Okay, they're like 2 ships passing in the night. But I'm like, Charles, now, I hope this ain't awkward, because Alexis was over there being delivered by Dr. Maurice. Okay, I told y'all I don't want Charles to be treating baby Alexis a certain way, because the other man and delivered his grandbaby, okay? So Charles is all excited. He tells Lucille that somebody at the church recommended him to play for the Campbell brothers. She was like, oh, snap. I love the Campbell brothers. Okay, they over there and all the genres of the musics, doing all the good things or what have you, right? So he invites her. He was like, will you come if you can make it? And Lord, I could have bet money on Lucille's response and I would have lost because she asked that man jokingly, can I bring Maurice? I was like, yo, Lucille, you is out of pocket. Y'all, I had to rewind that because I said, I am set tripping up here on my couch, okay? Because it ain't a good 12:15 in the morning. I'm wide awoke. Okay? Not wide awake. I'm wide awoke, okay? And for me to rewind that line and for me to confirm that Lucille asked her husband, Charles, if she can bring her side piece to his performance, child. My mouth dropped. Like, my jaw was like, what? Like, all the 28 of my teeth were showing. I had to subtract 4 because my wisdom teeth is out, y'all. But at the end of the day, Lucille, ma'am, what we doing here? Lucille, like, come on. Like, you ain't seen this man happy and I don't know when. And when he proceeds to give you some good news that he's excited about, you bring up your side piece. And I don't even think the statement would have been as damaging if she wasn't around dating this other man. Like if it was a dude, that she came across and Charles knew that, they saw each other, just passing, whatever, it would have been as damaging. But you over there dating and swapping spit with Maurice. So this is serious on a whole nother level. Like, girl, are you serious? Now, and I had to let this line sit with me for a couple of days. And I must admit, the more time that passed, it became less damaging, but it's still damaging. Like, it went from 100% out of pocket to about 80% out of pocket, because a part of me honestly do feel like, Charles, you hurt this woman. You're going to get these words. You're going to get these words, but it's still wrong as hell, y'all. It's still out of pocket. It is still wrong because, damn, sorry, y'all. He didn't see it coming. I didn't see that shit coming at all. Okay, Lucille, you was wrong for that, girl. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? If you weren't running around dating this man, I would have been like, all right, cool. But if Maurice was just, a figment of your imagination, somebody from 18 years ago that you threw out, out in this conversation, okay, cool. But you straight dating this man. You can't be doing that, girl. You can't be doing that. Now, let me know in the chat. On some level, based on what Charles did, does he deserve to get those words? Does he deserve it? Because I will have to be honest, as a woman, a small part of me understood the assignment. Because I don't know if it's because just who I am or because I'm a Capricorn, like my mouth is reckless. I have a reckless mouth. So I already know how it is to come out, guns blazing with the words, okay? But she's still wrong. She's still wrong, but I understand. But I do commend Charles on his responses when Lucille gets out of pocket. He explained, I guess I've been fighting for you, all in the wrong ways. I forgot what it meant to be the best man I can be, okay? And for my family and for you. And so Lucille replies and says, I'll be the judge of that. I was like, okay, Lucille, well, I mean, if you in the good book, you should know you can't be the judge of nothing. The good Lord is our judge, okay? Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen, okay? But This is the thing, right? Men, they can't take what they dish out. And not just always saying men, but I'm just going to generalize it because let's not us forget. Yes, he is trying, but don't let us forget that he was over here at the easy rest with the bestie. And I don't want to hear nobody talking about, oh, you bringing up old-ish, okay? It ain't old-ish until it reached 10 to 15 years in the future, okay? It's still current-ish, okay? So we can't forget he was over there not resting at the easy rest with Maple, okay? Because I know if it was Lucille over there cheating, 9 times out of 10, this marriage will be over. Like Charles Hart would not be able to take Lucille over there with Mr. Raymond or whoever his little friends are, okay? And I'm just saying. But Lucille was wrong. I am going to acknowledge that, okay? But y'all know who else is wrong? Little lying ass Nikki. She was over there at the gas station, posted up in the car, drinking with Breeze. Knowing she done told her parents she's supposed to be studying. And mind you, this is right after Bible study. Did you not comprehend a word the pastor was throwing down? Okay, like Nicole, you seem like you was adherent and you was very, very moved by the testimony when Pastor Fleming was over there talking about teenage pregnancy, but you over here drinking and lying with your man. And yes, it is her man because they decided to make it official because he asked her. He asked her to be his girlfriend. And this is the funny part, right? I remember these notes in school. It's typically in school or in class. Breeze, the girl is right there. Y'all know you could have asked her, but that's how we did things back in the day. And I ain't gonna lie, it brought back mad nostalgia. Like these kids today would never know the anxiety and the emotions that flutter when you get that note passed to you in class and you read it and you check that box, yes, no, or maybe. Like that was fire, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie, that was fire. These kids today don't even want to text whole words and sentences via their phones and devices, okay? They don't know. They don't understand, okay? But we was over there being creative, had artwork and everything. Like, them notes, shout out to them notes, okay? Oh, I had the best experience as a child, okay? But yeah, they make it official, and Breeze and his homeboy, who was, tonguing his girlfriend down, they was over there in the gas station buying condoms. And of course, T, he overhears this conversation, right? So when he leaves, he peeps Nicole is with these dudes. So he was like, oh, hell no. And he proceeded to embarrass the out of Nicole, okay? And you know what? I wasn't even mad at it. I was not mad at all, okay? Nicole was like, what the F, Terry? I said, oh, Nicole, we using cuss words now? But you know how she is. She's feeling away. She's giving like black sheep in a sense. She's giving, nobody give a damn about me, so I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to make myself happy, okay? And T was handling that ass, okay? And I love that. Because sometimes, and what used to sometimes work back in the day, if you had a scary older brother or you had scary family members, boys knew not to F with you like that. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, dang, I want to try it with her, but her brother crazy as hell. Like, I love that because I grew up, I was pretty much the baby out of a family full of dudes. So I resonate with this a lot, okay? A lot, all right? But I didn't see anything wrong with what T is doing, okay? But Breeze, you was wrong because he was telling T to chill. Like, sir, where's your respect? Okay, do they not know? Does T and Meech name not ring bells in them streets? And yeah, they're not really violent like that, so I don't expect them to know. But if Nicole was to ever tell Breeze what happened to Darius, her last boyfriend, Breeze will Breeze his happy ass right out of that relationship, okay? But I'm not mad. T politely told Nicole to get the hell on in this car and we going home, okay? Now, I wonder if he decided to snitch or not. I don't think so, because I do feel on some level they have that brother-sister code, but at the same time, there is a double standard because Nicole is a woman. Now, I would say she's a young lady. Let me just change that. Because I know if Nicole was Nicholas in that car, T would have gave him some money and pounded him up, and he would have got props. I already know that double standard is real. But yeah, I'm just saying, I do not disagree with anything T did in that situation. What's up, Ronald Cameron? RC, sorry. You said I had no problem with what Terry did, and I wouldn't mind if he roughed up Breeze too, just a little bit to send a message. Yeah, because Breeze was talking mad reckless, like, what are we doing here? Do you not have no respect, sir? Like, come on. Come on. For real, for real. So, yes, y'all. Hold on one second. Let me just see something here. Okay. Sorry. Somebody just texted me. I was just responding. Okay. So, just in the chat, let me know. Do y'all hear me clearly? Because it seems like, I don't know, some people are not getting the notifications that I'm live. So I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right. So let's move on, y'all. Oh, Lord. Brian is over there in his house, drunk as an MFing skunk. And I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. 2% of me felt bad. I did start to feel a little bad because, he did lose his son. But that 2% went away real quick when Jen came over. He decided to open up his mouth and say, my boy is dead because of these dealers. Yeah, Meech, Terry, and Henry. I'm like, sir, can we learn what accountability means? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, he's still over there blaming Meech and Terry and Henry. Like, this is pissing me off. And so I had to really think, right? Does Brian really truly believe that these dealers are at fault? Or is he well aware that he is to blame and he needs somebody to take it out on? Like, what do y'all think? Because there is no way that you really can equate everything that happened to Kevin is Meech and Terry's fault. Like, this makes no sense, Brian. Like, come on, you street smart. Like, I don't know what. You are a whole detective out here in these streets. I'm sure 20 years in the game. So you can't tell me that you truly, seriously feel that Meech and Terry are to blame. Like, it's really getting on my damn nerves. Like, I'm tired. Yes, Tamika. You say he's full of crap. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't understand. And Sherry, you said it was Henry's fault. But we have to think on how everything began. Henry is just a consequence of Bryant being at fault. If he wasn't over there hiding guns and not putting it into evidence and literally waving it over Meech and Terry's head, that karma wouldn't have hit him back. Because what happened? That very same gun was used to murk Kevin's bully. This all is a domino effect, and Brian started it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Derry B. You said Brian is feeling guilt, and that's all. Yeah, I know he's feeling guilt, but I just want him to understand that Meech and Terry, they ain't got nothing to do with it. yeah, I could put a little blame on Henry, but that's a part of the game. Shout out to Raising Canaan theme song. Okay, it's a part of the game. I'm sorry, but I did feel 2% bad, but it did go away. And Jen, she was understanding, like, all right, Brian, I'm gonna just need you to go ahead and wash your ass because we got to work. Okay, we got things to do. I'm like, you sure you don't want him to sleep that off, girl? I don't want no half drunk Brian over here working with me. Okay, so they proceed to stake out Henry's headquarters, what have you, and they see Tyson come out. And so Bryant was debriefing Tyson to Jen, right? And he was explaining, that's her, that's Henry's cousin slash right hand man. And Bryant, he was doing his own investigation, and he realized that Tyson was on a visitor's log after Kevin's protection was set and before his protection was taken away. So he knows that Tyson was, at least facilitating the plays, okay, because evidently, Henry is the boss or what have you. But I'm like, Tyson, we can't call nobody. Like, I'm gonna just say he was multitasking and seeing somebody he was really cool with. I'm gonna visit you, but we gonna go ahead and talk about some other stuff, because there's no way that y'all couldn't have talking cold and have a whole phone call about this. It's like, you gotta go all the way to the jail. Like, what we doing here? But Bryant further proceeds to gaslight Jen and explains that, he probably was there, when Henry shot up your house. So, of course, now Jen, she's all in. And she's like, all right, well, we'll make it a little family affair. So let's go ahead and split up. I'll go undercover and you can continue to follow Tyson. And Bryant was like, no, we're not doing undercover alone. Like, girl, stop. And so this is the second time that he's telling her that, no, we are not doing this. You are not going undercover alone. So I am thinking the third time that she goes undercover alone is going to end badly. That's what I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. But I feel like it's foreshadowing that he is saying that consistently. Because the next time that Jen goes undercover, she's going to be under those covers with Henry. And we already know when people go undercover with Henry, it's lights out, nighty night. Okay, but I like Jen on some level. I don't want that to happen. But we know how this thing works when these 50 Cent star shows, like the overzealous cops, detectives, they get murked. End of story. What's up, Candy? Thank you for coming through. So, y'all, T is over there at the store with Sam. Now him and Meech has been mentioning Sam and trickling his name in since the finale of last season. Sam is pretty much money laundering for T and them. He owns a plethora or is associated with a plethora with, convenience stores and what have you throughout the city and probably outside the city. They did show a map in this episode, but I'm not sure if he had any outside of the city on the outskirts, but he has access to a multitude of businesses, okay? And T wants Sam to kind of connect with his drug part of the family, okay? And Sam was like, bruh, I don't do that, okay? I stock these Arizona teas and these chips. I ain't got nothing to do with what's going on with them bricks over there, okay? But, T is kind of convincing sometimes. So Sam, you can tell he's kind of thinking about it. Meanwhile, we have a situation where someone tries to cash a fraudulent lottery ticket, and he inquires about the lottery process a little bit. So now his wheels is turning right now, okay? Because we still got Vince in them to worry about. So back in Atlanta, Claude is over there. Ciao. Claude is over there meeting with the other crews, including Sharp. What's up, Detroit? Thank you for coming through. What's up, Raw 94? Thank you for coming through. How you doing? I'm great. So I'm a little stuffy, y'all. I don't know. I think this pollen is definitely getting to me. I'm tired. I'm so tired of this pollen. I don't know if it's pollen everywhere, based on, where y'all are located. But in the South, the pollen is definitely the ops. Okay. I need to actually take me some medicine. But Claude is talking to the other, crew members in Atlanta, and he's explaining, what I'm saying, we got action, coming through Meech. So we could get these bricks, okay? He is the only out of towner willing to work with us, okay? And they're asking, what he think about this? And so Claude proceeds to tell him, like, Remy, he over there stuck in, 1986. You know what I'm saying? He over there doing old-fashioned drug dealing, okay? And we got to get current with the times, all right? And he expressed, Remy, he about that action, okay? And these red dogs are an issue for us. And the other crew members like, yeah, they effing with us too, okay? So we already know. We got to change the way we are selling the work around here. And they proceed to ask about the MKs. So Claude was like, well, that's okay. We don't got to worry about them right now. We just got to get our money up, and then we'll get access to a gun connect, and then we can stand on business. I said, well, Claude, that seems like it's going to take some time, bro. I don't think Claude had all his ducks in a row, okay? Not at all. Not at all. And that is apparent because the next thing we see is Remy entering the room. And the first thing that comes out of his mouth is F Meech. And y'all, why when he said that, it was given Raising Cane. It was given F Rock. It seems like that's the energy Remy is on every time he come on the screen, okay? It's F Rock, okay? But this is a problem with Claude, right? You are over here trying to backdoor Remy. Why are you at a meeting spot that Remy has access to? Like, sir, you caused your own demise. Like, this makes zero sense at all. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. And the next thing we see is Remy punching Claude. He ends up stabbing him, and now we got blood everywhere, okay? He is bleeding out. And he's upset because he's like, yo, Claude, I done raised you. I done taught you everything you knew. And you over here going to backstab me? Like, what are we doing? But you know what? I'm not even mad at Remy. And I like Remy on some level. Like, I like when I like the ops. Not saying I want Remy to win, but I can't say I necessarily want him to lose. Like, it's given, I hate bringing this up all the time, but it's given how I felt about Rock and Unique. Like, I liked both of them. I both wanted them to win, even though they was beefing, okay? So, I don't know what's about to happen, but something gotta happen. I don't know at the end of this if Remy is going to call a truce with Meech or if he's going to be out of here. We're going to have to figure it out. We're going to have to figure it out, but I'm going to get into Remy a little later, okay? What's up, HEA? Sorry, I said that earlier. What's up, Torian? Thank you for coming through. So, over Claude's dead body, Remy had his own speech, okay? He said, this is our city, okay? F Meech, F the MKs. I want real ATLians backing me up, okay? And okay, they was here for it. I'm like, okay, we got some camaraderie going on. It was cute or whatever, okay? Meanwhile, the Red Dogs over there harassing Bingo. And this one aggressive ass officer, like, sir, what is your problem? Like, he's giving, I was bullied in school and no girl liked me and my mama never hugged me. Like, he's giving I need therapy real bad. Because the way he's so aggressive, like, sir, what are we doing here? Like, it's aggravating, okay, y'all? But they ended up finding 2 bricks in Bingo's car, but it ended up being baking soda. I got baking soda. So we already know this was Meech plan already because we already, we found a mechanic, but he seemed very much local and he wasn't sure of himself at all. So I'm glad Meech was over there being the best CEO he could be, and he was doing his due diligence and he was testing out the hiding spots in the car. So they had to let Bingo go. because of that, and because they got to call, they got to go over there in Techwood and harass some more folk. Meanwhile, Tyson and Henry over there stressing because the Chaldeans keep calling because they want their bread. I said, not y'all owing the plug. Not y'all owing the plug. See, that's the thing. That's why drug deal, it's too stressful. It's too stressful for me and my asthma, okay, and my anxiety. I can't do it. Okay, but good old Up come through with a bag of money and told Harry, here, go ahead, pay the plug with this, and don't tell your daddy. That was like, shout out to Up. Shout out to the real uncles and aunties in the world. Like, they be the real MVPs. Like, I don't think aunties and uncles really get their flowers because they be coming through. They be coming through. And Up, he further explained, I don't like the way Blaze be treating him. But we find out later on that Henry, I don't know. I don't know what the correct pronouns for Henry. I want to say she, okay? But I don't want to be, I'm trying to be PC here. I would just say they. I don't know. I don't know what Henry is. I don't think it's non-binary. So I'm going to just say they never met their mom because apparently Henry's mom died while giving birth, okay? And so she feels that Blaze holds resentment towards her for that. And I can see that could be a real thing. And sometimes as a parent, if that happens, I can see how you can't help having that resentment, but it's not that child's fault. You laid down. You shot up the club, sir. Be mad at yourself. Like, Jesus Christ, like, what are we doing here? So Tyson, he tells Henry, like, I'm going to go ahead and handle it. So he's going to drop off that money because it's due by 5 o'clock. I don't know how the Chaldeans over there playing around, but I'm sure they handle themselves professionally. And, according to most businesses, most bill collectors, you have until 5 o'clock, okay, to pay. To pay your bill, okay? And Henry, she says, my pops abandoned me when I needed him most. And I don't know, when she said that, it was given, I'ma kill my pops. Look, I'm hoping we not going there because, good Lord, I am tired of that storyline. But the way she was looking, like she out for blood. And then to further gaslight the situation, Tyson was like, F him, with all due respect, okay? So, I don't know, y'all. Henry, we don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. Like, I can't. I prefer Blaze as a character over you anyway. So, don't be getting froggy, okay? But I do feel like, let me just say this. I think the writers are writing this story to possibly have Bryant murk her based on the last scene, right? Because her other cousin, his name leaves me, right? I want to say no, it ain't that. The first cousin that he popped at the ambulance to save Jen's life, right? Bryant murks him. Bryant also ends up murking Tyson at the end of this episode. So I feel like they're kind of writing Bryant going through her organization to get her. That's going to be the end result. I think they're kind of building up to that. I could be wrong, but I just really thinking and reflecting like this is probably how they're trying to write this, as Henry being a victim of Bryant. But I could be wrong. But we got to get her out of here. I don't care if Nicole pop her. Okay, she got to go. We got to go, okay? Hey, Moochie. Hey, Monique, Nicole. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming through. Please make sure y'all like this video, okay? So, I'm sorry, y'all. My voice is getting stuffy. These allergies are really getting to me. Like, damn. Did pollen come inside my house? Oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all. Pass a collection plate so I get some Benadryl, okay? Pastor needs some Benadryl, okay? Jesus Christ, what are we doing here? What are we doing? All right, y'all. So T is over there cutting Charles's hair, okay? Because Charles broke, he can't afford a professional haircut. So T is over there doing it, and I like this. It was giving reverse Boys in the Hood a little bit. I really like this scene. And T, you know, make yourself useful, okay? So we got to look good for this performance. And T expresses how he really admired, or he was proud of the fact that his parents was still together. You know, at this time, you know, we saw a lot of broken homes and a lot of broken families. And you could tell he was proud at the fact that, you know, his parents were still together, still, you know, married, and still shared the same last name. And sorry, Charles, he's like, I'm trying to keep this family together, son, okay? But the dear doctor who delivered your baby is getting in the way of me winning my beloved Lucille, okay? And he was like, yeah, he probably over there got a nice house, 2-car garage, chandeliers and shit. I would want to say poor Charles, but I can't fix my mouth to say poor Charles nothing, okay? And he proceeds to ask T for a job, low key. He asked him, like, hey, you got any more shifts, any openings at the restaurant? I'm like, Charles, what you gonna do? What you was trying to do? Wait tables at the restaurant? Like, sir. Oh, God. But T gives him an advance. And the way Charles looked at that money, he was giving dollar bill and Players Club like, money. If y'all remember when Luke came in the building, he rang that little light and all the scribbles was running around. Like, Charles was giving very much happy, okay? But he made it clear. He was like, hey, this is just, you know, to win our family back. Okay, this is to get the family together, okay? I was like, all right, Charles, be careful, because I do feel like this is the start of something. I do feel like, I'll talk about it in a minute, but I feel like this is the start of something, okay? Hey, DeMarcus, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. This is going to go to, not the building fund. It's going to go to the medical fund, okay? Because I had to go to somebody's CVS or put it in my Target order, because this is ghetto. This is real ghetto, okay? Oh, Jesus Christ. But thank you, sir. I appreciate it. What's up, Anthony? How are you doing? Yes. So Charles, he's definitely going to like this. So I feel something a brewing with T giving Charles money, okay? Meanwhile, in Atlanta, the Techwood Projects is being raided by the Red Dogs. And of course, we got overly aggressive over there doing too damn much. Now, I can understand you doing too damn much at the D-Boys crib, but you at good, wholesome families' houses, messing up they good furniture that they done paid hard money on, good hard money. They went and over there, I don't know if it's through Rent-A-Center or however they, you know, got this furniture, but you over there doing too much, sir. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, it's pissing me off. Like, the Red Dogs, child, I need to do more research on them fools. Maybe I don't, because the way I'm set up, I be getting upset real bad. And so, you know, one of the men of the family was like, y'all supposed to be protecting us. We not guilty here. Like, what we doing? We ain't over there selling that work. We go to work. I'm just saying. Excuse me 1 second, y'all. I got to get me something to drink. So give me 1 second. Listen to this commercial real quick, okay?
Make sure y'all follow her channel. She's always on there. You need any refreshers on power, go to Pretty Girl Loves Trap Contents channel. She break it all the way down. If I can understand it, you can understand it. It's easy to follow. Just listen to it in the background, you know. They say put on soothing music to babies when they're going to sleep. You know, You want to let babies listen to classical, but as us adults, you put on that Pretty Girl Loves Trap content. When you go to sleep, you wake up, you know more about power than you ever knew. You like, damn, did I write this episode? No. That was Pretty Girl Loves Trap content in your ear.
Thank you guys for your patience. As your girl, I feel like I'm getting sick as I'm literally speaking. This ain't cute at all. Okay, not on a good Lord's day. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so hold up, Candy. You said congratulations, Detroit. What happened in Detroit? What happened? What happened? What I missed? What we congratulating? I want to know. Okay, I guess y'all tell me later. You know, I'm half nosy and half proud. But I want to know what happened. I want to congratulate you too. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna F this name up, y'all. So I'm just gonna say Glock called T'Challa, okay? I believe it's T'Chaka, okay? It's T'Chaka, but I'm gonna call him T'Cal. I'm gonna call him Method Man, okay? T'Cal, okay? But he calls T'Chaka because he over there at Techwood and he's peeping this whole situation with the Red Dogs. But he in the car with Angel and he's telling T'Challa, bruh, we got a problem, sir. And we need to meet in Miami. But before we do, we got to take care of Meech. And you already know, Angel over there, she can't have that because Meech is still low-key her love, her boo. Okay, well, I don't know if she has the capacity of truly loving somebody based on her traumatic childhood, but she really cares for Meech, okay? So we already see Angel about to spring into action, okay? She's going to try to be low-key Meech's Angel, okay? Oh, person of the week. Oh, he made the Tamika's. Okay. Shout out to Detroit, of course. Detroit always over there representing. Okay. Shout out to him. So, oh Lord, I don't want to talk about this chick at all, bruh. Oh God. It's gonna make me even sicker. T and Markeisha over there at the gambling spot, y'all. And T explains that he has to inflate the repair costs on the shop that Charles is doing to help with the books. And Markeisha, she states that Charles ain't gonna be too happy about that. And that's probably the only thing I ever like coming out this woman's mouth, okay? Because I don't F with her at all. And T further explains this little lottery scheme that he conjured up, okay? So he explains that, Sam, he owns a multitude of, check cash-ins and liquor stores and gas stations, right? So he's going to have Sam contact him whenever there's a winning ticket between the amount of $5,000 and $1 million, okay? And then they will offer the winner two options because, of course, typically when you win the lottery, and this is back then, things have changed a little bit. But and don't ask me how I know to get out my business, okay? But typically the winner will go back to confirm the winning to said place that they purchased it from. And, at that time, they will be given instructions on how to proceed, right? So Sam will provide the winner two options. You take your behind over there in Lansing, go to the office, you got to fill out paperwork and all this types of things. Or you could wait 20 to 30 minutes and get cash money for your ticket plus a 10% bonus, okay? So, of course, 9 times out of 10, or maybe 10 times out of 10, people are going to select option number 2, okay? And I had to do my due diligence, right? Because I'm like, okay, how far is Lansing from Detroit? Now, when I checked at like 12 at night, last night or the morning, technically, the good GPS said an hour and 22 minutes. Well, I should say Google, not GPS. So let's say an hour and a half, 90 minutes. Now, if you tell me, if I get to save several hours and get more money, sign me the hell up too, okay? Because what we not going to do is waste my time, okay? Run me my money, okay? And so T further explains, when Sam gets the winning ticket, they find someone trustworthy, i.e. Hoop's cousin, to claim the ticket. Then she will use that clean money for purchases for him, you know, jewelry, cars, houses, etc., whatever Markeisha, her kids, and her heart desires, okay? And so that proves that the winning ticket, or the winner, is technically a tax-paying citizen. I don't know if they did this for real, but this is a smart plan. But I feel like, you know, they definitely did use other money laundering tactics for BMF. But I don't know if the writers just strictly just pulled this out of their ass, or this has been done before. Okay. I'm just saying. So when she finished hearing said plan, Markeisha fixed her raggedy mouth to say, "You do so much better without Meech calling the shots." I'm like, girl, the only reason she don't want Meech calling the shots is because she low-key wanted to make sure she the one calling the shots. She wants to be over there being Geppetto and pulling Terry strings, not Meech. We already knew. Once she had T pull his quote-unquote umbilical cord, i.e. his rat tail, we already knew what that was about. That was her wanting to chop off his codependency to Meech. Girl, you're not fooling nobody. I mean, let me correct that. You actually are fooling somebody, and it is T. It is T, okay? But girl, you know, she trying to build her man up. And then there's a drink that is delivered at the table. Who it is? It's from Vince. Surely is Vince. Vince is trying to win this woman, okay? But I'm like, Vince, unless you over there got a whole scheme where you making extra bread like that, she don't want you, bruh. Not on no cop salary. What we doing? Detroit, you said it's in Southwest T paper. It's real. Okay, thank you. I definitely appreciate my Detroit correspondence. Okay, I appreciate you. What's up, Tamika White? Thank you for coming through. I apologize for the silence. Your girl's over here sneezing. See, I'm over here sick, damn near, doing the Lord's work. How the hell I get sick in the process of doing this live? Like, oh my God. Is this a sign from God? No, you're like, child. Can't wait for this season to be over with because they over here doing too much. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm literally over here wiping my forehead like I'm a goddamn pastor, y'all, because I am hot and sweaty. Well, I feel like I'm sweaty, but I'm not. But anyhow, y'all don't need to know my problems. Vince ordered this damn drink because every night he got to fight to prove his love, okay? It's given very much 5 heartbeats, okay? So Terry was like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. So he proceeds to pull Vince over to the side. He was like, bro, this ain't what you want. And I'm going to explain to you why this ain't what you want. He recounted Vince's entire itinerary throughout the day. And I'm like, oh, Vince, you should be shook. Nah, Vince wasn't shook like that. He was a little shook, but not shook enough because he proceeded to still go over there and try to talk to Markeisha. And she had to tell him, Terry's all the man I need. Get the F out of here, Vince. I'm like, oh my God, Vince. Please stop, sir. Please stop, because I don't have time. Because when it comes to Markeisha, T is a whole nother beast. You already saw how he was when it came to Lil Saint. Like, you don't want no problems with T when it comes to Markeisha. Now, if it's T regarding the drug business, he is very much Gandhi, very much non-violent, okay? But when it comes to Markeisha, he is damn near Tony Montana, okay? He gonna come after you about his woman. He's more passionate about his woman than he is about this drug game. Okay, so Vince, please leave this man's woman alone, and I use the term woman loosely. Okay, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. That's what I was saying to myself right on camera. You said in a director's cut, Vince ran out of the room and cried in the car after Terry. Yeah, he gonna cry in the court. He ain't just crying, RC. He is over there going through some records and some documentations, and he's over there pulling up what he can on Terry because he's gonna be a thorn in our ass. And I knew this was gonna be a problem. Maybe he not. Maybe this is the last of him, but part of me feels like no, this is not the last of Vince. Okay. Oh my God, Markeisha, see what you be doing, girl. You kill my damn nerves. Oh, and you can tell like she was all her JJ was all wet up when Terry was over there giving Vince the business. You could tell like she is such a hood rat. She is such a bird. Like you would think she is Terry's age the way she acts. She don't act mature at all. Moving on. Because we at the Platinum Palace again, okay? Oh, God. Meech, do you have stock in this business, sir? You might as well. I know he did have some, deals, more so in Miami, that I remember from the documentary. He had deals with some of the club owners for quote-unquote promotion or what have you. But anywho, I don't know what, is it me? It just seems like in this scene, the real, like, Lil Meech, something was off. Like, bro, did you sleep? Did you oversleep or not get enough sleep before this scene? Like, was you high or drunk? I don't know. He just looked a little weird to me. I'm like, all right, make sure you over here get your sleep, sir, when you on set, because we don't have time. We don't have time for you to be looking like this, okay? I'm like, you look like you was on that stuff. Like, you was over here with the dope fiend lean a little bit. Like, Lil Meech, what's going on? Do you need help? Blink twice if you need help, sir. Because you over there doing too much, okay? So Duffy updates Meech on what happened to the MKs at Techwood, okay? They got knocked, but of course, there's no word of what happened to Glock. So we still got to figure out and confirm if Glock is, out of the picture or not. Meanwhile, Delia and Crystal, they propositioned Meech for a good time at a little room on down the street. And Meech was like, you know what? I'm a numbers guy. Yes, 1 + 1 + 1. That equals 3 some. Yes, we go over here and have all the fun. So y'all need to go on over there and do some stretches because I'll be stretching y'all out in about an hour. So I say, all right, Meech, I ain't mad at you, bro. Do what you got to do. Meanwhile, Remy sends Meech a little gift, right? It is Claude's head in the ice bucket. And Meech was like, what the F is this? I didn't order this, sir. What is this? Compliments of the chef? Like, no, I did not order this, okay? And of course, Remy comes over with this Techwood is mine. Again, the MKs are out. And Meech is like, bro, they don't need you. That's why they try to come over here to Death Row in the first damn place, because you are not a good leader, sir. They don't need you. And this is my problem with these type of situations in these shows, right? What episode was that when they had Milton's funeral and when Meech left the conversation between him and Remy? Remy told Claude, next time I see Meech is on site. Why isn't Meech dead yet? Of course, we know he not gonna die. But I'm just tired of this, Remy. Like, I'm tired of this all talk BS. If you wanted Meech gone for real, he would have been out of here. It's giving Kane and Tariq. Like, you really low-key don't want to murk him. Because he would have been murked. Why are y'all always in a situation where y'all can really do damages to somebody? Like, this is stupid. If you don't want to murk him here, because I'm sure it's probably metal detectors, wait till he go outside to the parking lot. Angel did it. If Angel was able to roll up on Meech, you shouldn't have no problems doing it, Remy. Stop playing. Like, Remy, I'm not taking you serious at this point. You playing around. You playing around. Like, what are we doing here? Oh my God. The next time I see Remy and Meech in the same scene, Remy either need to be gone or there needs to be a truce because I'm tired. I'm tired, okay? I'm over it. Oh God. Like, I don't understand, Remy. Last season, when we was over there partying with Ty Washington, you had no problems busting shots in the parking lot. And if y'all can hear that noise, it's me pulling paper towel pieces apart. Okay. But you had no problem busting them shots in the parking lot. Keep that same energy, sir. Like, what we doing? You about that life or not? Like, I am tired. I am tired. So when Meech leaves, Angel warns him. She creeps up with his sweatshirt on, talking about Glock is coming for you. And Meech is like, oh, I see you still got my sweatshirt on. I said, Angel, when you put this sweatshirt on? Because I know if Glock saw that itch, he knew you not really low key down for him. You already like, come on now, when you put that sweatshirt on, girl? Because I ain't see you at work. I know you just left Glock. Girl, you played a dangerous game, but she was like, it's okay. I'm going to Miami, see what these clubs is talking about, okay? And I respect Meech and how he handled the situation because you could tell they liked each other. She just really effed up the bag for real. But he didn't curse her out. He just pretty much told her, like, we cool, but I'll F with you because she done effed up, right? But yeah, there is no way that Angel could have popped up on Meech in the parking lot and you couldn't, sir. And I'm talking to you, Remy, okay? So they hug it out. It was cute or whatever. And Angel is going to go her very way. I'm a little nervous for Angel because she did mention she's risking her life to warn Meech. I don't know. That line kind of bothered me a little bit. But we going to see. We going to see, right? So we in a hotel room, right? Because we had things to do. We had things to do with some scrippers, okay? And this is post threesome, you guys. And so, Delia and Crystal, they try to convince Meech to stay a little longer, right? But the next thing we see, a gunman, he enters the room, and it turns out this is a whole shootout situation, and Delia got shot. Okay, she over there screaming and everything. And I'm like, girl, that's what y'all get for trying to set Meech up. I don't even know where the other chick went. Like, she goes real quick. Like, they need to change her script name to Speedy Gonzalez or something, because Crystal was out of there, okay? So they ended up, I believe Meech ran out of bullets or something, but they ended up, the gunfight turned into a little scuffle, and the next thing we saw was Meech throwing old dude out of the window, okay? Oh, Lord, this is messy, y'all. And see, this is why when we check into a hotel, we got to pay for all these incidentals and deposits and what have you. Blame Meech. I think Meech is the reason why we just don't have to pay for our hotel room. We got to pay $50 to $50 deposits when we check into a hotel. They hold up our checking account. Thank you, Meech. Oh, Jesus Christ. You're over there messing up that good people stuff. I mean, it's not your fault, low-key. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. But shout out to Meech. Always finding a way to stay alive, child. Okay. So after the whole situation, he go back to his house and he over there talking to Duffy. And he realized, he must have been set up. And so he calls TNT over there trying to buy his business, watch his TV, because they say that the real T was a homebody for real. So long story short, they talking in code, but they have to go to Miami, okay? Because they got to find a new mechanic, because we got to find a way to hide the work, okay? And Duffy, the way he looking at Meech on the phone, he looking like an aggravated girlfriend. And so Meech is like, bro, like, what's on your mind, okay? And Duffy was like, you really try to go behind enemy lines? But T was like, by any means necessary, we need a mechanic, sir. I understand Miami is dangerous, but All I need is Angel and Lil Wayne to tell me if the block is hot or not, and I'm gonna be safe. I say you making a lot of money on Angel. I don't like that. I don't like that, Misha. You doing too much. Talking about Angel will let him know if something going down. Like, who? What? What in the young jock is going on here, sir? Like, no. You can't be dependent on this stripper. Don't know what the hell she want to do with her life. But we gonna see. They gonna be in Miami. Okay, we gonna be in Miami. Oh gosh, y'all. Give me 10 seconds. I apologize. Thank you guys. I appreciate it because I know it's unprofessional for me to be blowing my nose in y'all ear. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but the episode's almost over in terms of this recap. So let me just finish this because I need to go lay down somewhere. Okay. Oh Lord, doing the Lord's work ain't easy, y'all, but somebody got to do it. So let's talk about Charles. He over there. He playing his little heart out on this stage. I ain't never seen Charles so damn happy. I was actually very, very happy that Charles gets to really have this moment, y'all. And Lucille was over there just enjoying Charles and everything. And the way, isn't me, but the way they set up this scene, it made me feel like she invited Dr. Maurice. Like she was over there standing at the door. You know how like you invite somebody and you waiting for your other party and you just sitting by the door before you get comfortable and find you a seat. Like that's, I don't know if I was just set tripping or if this was in the writing because I seriously thought Dr. Maurice on Box Fade was going to show up at this performance. I was on pins and needles a little bit. I was like, Lucille, if you invited this doctor, I'll be real upset with you, girl. But she did it, okay? It's just, I think they was playing in our face, right? So after the performance, she was complimenting, Charles, like, oh, I love this new look on you because, he got some bread from T, okay? He went shopping, okay? I mean, he could have went over there and bought some more paint and some flowers, but I guess Charles not good at multitasking, okay? So the little bandmate, he came over and he was like complimenting Charles and everything. And Lucille was like, yes, he is a good songwriter. You should hear the song he wrote for me. I said, Lucille, stop in the name of love. Please, that is not what you want to lead with, ma'am. Like that song was not it, ma'am. Please. It worked for you because you over there, your feelings and you vulnerable. But don't lead with that song. Please, ma'am. Don't do that. You can talk this man out of a record deal. Oh my God, Lucille. Like, no, don't do this, ma'am. Please. So the bandmate was like, okay, for real. So he hands Charles his business card and he told him, like, yo, my number is on this card too. Cause I'm gonna need, you to pretty much teach him, how to work, the little keyboards or what have you, or the guitar. Charles is playing a good. I guess he does multiple instruments. Yeah, he does. But now we got a little link up opportunity with his, the guy's manager, and we got a possible mentorship going on. So I'm like, all right, cool. This is real cute or whatever, right? So they all just they just giggling and laughing, and I felt really good, y'all. This scene really just, it warmed my spirit. And Charles, he waved that money in Lucille's face. He was like, I'm taking you out. Now, this is going to be a problem, I feel, because I'm 99% sure that Lucille is thinking Charles made that money from the performance, not from T, right? For some reason, I feel that this newfound revenue stream and this newfound, rejuvenation of, their moods, I should say, It's on some falsehood on some level, because I feel like, you know, him being able to shop and wine and dine Lucille with this money, he's not going to want it to dry up, because that's going to be like his little thing, like, oh, you know, this is helping my marriage. So I can see him having his hand out again with T to keep this thing going with Lucille, and Lucille is in a better spirit, because what was her initial issue in the marriage? They was broke. Okay, issue resolved in Lucille's eyes, because he now has money and he's living out his dreams. And what did she tell the doctor when she was in his office? Oh, you was the only one from my class that, you know, did something with your dreams. So now that she's seeing her husband doing what he wants to do and that what she wants him to do, this may very much well revive and save their marriage, but it's under a lie. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know if I'm reaching, but I feel like at some point Lucille is going to find out that T is giving Charles money, and she will not like it, because she's feeling like, okay, it's probably for these little performances that Charles is doing. Now, not saying that at some level she won't come around to accepting that T and Meech will be funding their lives. I don't know if she will be completely against that, but the mere fact that I think Charles may pretty much go with the idea that he is for setting, you know, in Lucille's head, like, hey, I'm getting this money from these performances. Because technically he didn't lie, because he didn't say where he got the money from, but from Lucille's point of view, he's getting it from these performances. So I don't know. It's going to be a mess, but for now, I am liking this. Lucille, I just need you to figure out what the hell you gonna do. Because you cannot still have this doctor around while you trying to repair your marriage, okay? I'm just saying, we need to figure it out. Because while this is going on, it doesn't... This is the thing. It cures the original issue of their marriage, which was being broke. So now we have money. But you still need to heal from the infidelity, right? So she needs to be very clear about this situation to Charles, like, because I feel like she still needs his patience. She still needs time to heal, and she still needs Charles to continue to fight for their marriage and follow through and do all he can to continue this marriage. So Lucille, you need to leave that doctor alone, because you're still married, okay? 2 wrongs don't make a right. But the fact that she has 2 patient men is dangerous, because the doctor low-key said, like, girl, I'm gonna wait forever, okay? So I don't want her to keep playing on both of these men's faces. Not cute at all. Because like Charles said, the grass ain't always greener. Yeah, the doctor, they have a nice life from the outside looking in, but you don't know what that man is really like. You just stemming off of what y'all was doing when y'all was 16, 17. You don't know if this man crazy. You don't know if he's like really that traditional type man that wants you to, you know, just cook and clean and lay on your back. Like, you don't really know the ins and outs with this man. So I feel like she banking on this doctor on some dreams of not having to struggle. But the fact that it seems like now that Charles and Dr. Maurice may be on the same playing field, it may help her decide to stay with Charles. But if she finds out that Charles ain't making this money through the performances, that'll be an issue, especially if she continues, you know, with this new church and accepts the position. Like, that's going to be a conflict of interest in her spirit, low key. High key, she really don't give a good goddamn, because she's still over there messing with Maurice, and she's still married, and she over there got the pastor over there at her house holding Bible study. But Lucille, just be very careful, because you don't know that man. You don't know that doctor, okay? And this is the thing, I think her thing is, she has these two men over here. And honestly, if you combine them, that probably would make the perfect man, because the doctor is good on paper, but Charles possessed the qualities that is not necessarily tangible. He, has that compassion. They have chemistry. They have that sense of humor, together, that spiritual alignment. Like, you can't buy those things. Yeah, you can buy a house and a car, but you can't buy certain qualities. So Lucille has to weigh out what's going to be more important to her. But I do honestly feel like the doctor being in the picture is low-key helping Charles learn his lesson in a sense, right? Because there are some men out there that would cheat, get caught, try to win the women over, and then go back out and do what they gonna do. I don't feel like this is the case for Charles, but I do feel like this is the case, where Dr. Maurice being around, not necessarily Lucille dating him, but him just being in the picture may help this situation. Because at the end of the day, some men don't value their women or woman until they see another man pursuing them. And that's just that on that. So I think the Dr. Maurice kind of helps the situation, because I do feel that Charles is resentful and he is sorry for what he did. But sometimes it takes a lot for a relationship to be recovered, because it seems like this is Charles's first affair out of 20 years. So it may very well be a one-time, I would say a one-time, but a one affair type deal. But we gonna see. Okay, enough of my little relationship rant. Jen and Harry over here at a whole date at a bar, right? Oh Lord, this is a lot. So we get some insight into Harry. We find out, she never knew her mother, or they, him, her. I don't know. I would just say Henry, okay? Whatever the pronouns may be. So they share a kiss, but it was kind of forced because Jen saw some, policemen coming in, and she was trying not to be, noticed or what have you. So she ends up kissing Harry. They end up going back to Harry's spot, and they have a little vulnerable moment. She explains, why she, self-mutilates and what have you. And Henry was very, receptive to it. And I was like, Jen, girl, I'm gonna need you not fall for Henry. Like, she's I ain't gonna lie. They look very much opposite, but I don't know. It was giving cute couple goals. I don't know. Not to say that they were both cute, but I know I'm wilding right now. Maybe I'm feeling a little sick and it's convoluted. It's my brain cells ain't together, y'all. But I don't know why. This may not be a bad couple alert. Oh God. Okay. So they start making out on the couch and everything. And so Jen, she lays her hot eyes on this picture, which kind of snaps her into reality. And I believe the picture is Henry with her two cousins. I think that is it, because that's who I recognize in the picture. So I guess that reminded Jen, like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be working. But how is this working out for Jen? Because you going roll. You really not on the clock for real. Like, you're suspended, ma'am. Like, I guess her bride is expecting if they get enough evidence, they can take that to their superior. But the way that they're kind of painting their superior guard is possibly being in raps with Blaze. Like, he may not give a good goddamn, like, what evidence y'all bringing in. Like, y'all probably doing all of this work for nothing. For nothing. Candy, you said you think that's her cop's friend in the picture, her cop friend in the pit. Like, the kids, it looked like two kids that are young. Like, not kids, but like, it didn't look like Harry's father when I looked at the picture. It looked like Tyson, and it looked like the other cousin that Bryant murked to save her life. That's what it looked like. But I mean, I could be wrong, but that's my interpretation of the picture. Haley Derry, you said suspended and out here about to smash Henry. Y'all, that's what I'm saying. Girl, you gotta be careful because Henry, she loves sex and violence, okay? So I don't know. A part of me would have thought possibly that Henry, since she's been around cops, I felt like she was going to sniff Jen out, but I still feel like she may find Jen out and it's going to be a problem. Like, Jen's probably going to be out of here. But they make out, Jen leaves, and we going to see what's going to happen on their next date, okay? Oh, gosh. So, T meets with the Cowdones. I feel like I said that wrong. Chaldeans. I don't know. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They're like, you know, from Iraqi, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, did I make that up? Iraq. Y'all know what I mean. Iraq. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting sick, so I apologize. I'm feeling a little faint, just to keep it real honest with y'all. So I'm gonna be done in the next couple minutes. So T is meeting with them at his restaurant with the help of Sam. So shout out to Sam. He came through. So T pretty much proposed to supply them in exchange for them cutting Henry off for good, right? You know, and T makes a pretty decent sales pitch. You know, he said, you know, the reason why she owe y'all is because I'm taking her out of business. You know, we both got good product, yes, but it's about quantity, okay? And I got that weight. So it didn't take them long to figure out, you know, that this is a good idea for them. So they agree to the terms and conditions and they shake on it. And now T, you know, it's a celebratory moment, you know, that he was over here able to get a new, you know, some new business. So I'm sure he's going to take, you know, Markeisha out to the finest of the dinner and have good time and not call his kids that night. Okay. So not saying he don't care about his kids, but y'all already know Markeisha low-key come first, all right? And then we have drunk Bryant over here doing his stakeout alone at Henry's headquarters, and Tyson comes out. Y'all answer me this. Where the hell was Tyson going? This seemed real dumb. Like, Tyson, where are you going? I don't see no vehicle. If you try to take a smoke break, you can smoke right outside the door. I'm sure you can smoke inside the building. I mean, this ain't no real, like, corporate business for real. Like, this was a dumb setup for me because I'm like, Tyson, where are you really going, bruh, in this area? Anywho, this was a fine opportunity to Bryant get his body count up. And so he ends up murking Tyson. And that concludes the episode. Oh, gosh. Yes, Chaldeans. Yeah, sorry. Y'all, I apologize. I'm not feeling that well. So if this review was janky, I apologize, okay? But I blame BMF because I was feeling decent before I got on live. I promise y'all this. I don't know what the hell happened, if I got pollen somewhere in this area or what, but it's taking your girl out, okay? Jesus, but thank y'all so much for coming through. I appreciate y'all. Have a great week. Hold on, let me see what Bucci talking about. She said that's who it was when it was Twan in the pic, the one that Bryant took out. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought, Bucci. That's what I was thinking. It was her two cousins, which makes sense, right? So anywho, we gonna see what happens. Thank you, Very. I appreciate it. Thank you, HEA. You said I did good. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it because y'all, I'm about to go drug myself up. Over-the-counter drugs, I should say. And I'm gonna relax. Okay. I hope y'all have a relaxing Sunday. Please like, subscribe, share, do all the things for your girl. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you, Candy. I appreciate you. Thank you, DeMarcus. Thank you, HEA. I'm gonna go ahead and get my life together, okay? But y'all have a great week. Of course, I will see y'all next week for episode 9. We have a couple more episodes left. I'm curious, before I get out of here, what do y'all rate this episode? Because Mr. Joel started off in the comments early, said it was a 4.5, right? Shout out to Mr. Joel. And I'm not that type of person. I'm not that content creator that's going to bash you for your rating. That I don't do that over here. I'm very much on to each his own mindset, right? But I'm just curious what y'all rate the episode. If y'all don't mind doing that for me real quick. Okay, thank you, Raw94. I appreciate it. Happy 421. Oh, you probably still working off that residual 420 activity. Okay. Derry, you said 6.5. I would stay off for like 20 more seconds to see what y'all rate the episode. Lucci, you give it a 7. Candy, you said we do have a break, right? I heard some rumblings of a possible break, but honestly, I haven't been doing. I when I saw it, I did a light Google check. I didn't notice a break, but I didn't go deep down into a rabbit hole to figure it out. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. PG was not doing her due diligence. Oh Lord, I can't even talk. That's why I got to get off this internet, okay? Because I need the rest. Okay, I'm really feeling faint. And my ear on, y'all. So I don't know what's going on. Raw 94, you said 6 out of 10 episode was a little boring. Candy 7.5. Rodo Cameron 7.5. HEA, to be honest, it's hard to get into it. Get into BMF, I'll give it a 7. DeMarcus, you give it an 8. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely giving like filler show for Power. I've already expressed my disappointment on the quality of this show. But I must say I do enjoy reviewing it and chopping it up with y'all. That's kind of like my highlight when it comes to this show. Watching it and rewatching it. It's a little annoying because it's like it's given to me a little bit sometimes, but I do enjoy coming on here every Sunday morning and discussing it with y'all and being able to vent about my issues with the show. But there are like the Charles and Lucille storyline. I do enjoy that storyline. I don't want to seem toxic. I don't enjoy that their marriage is in shambles, but I would just say I'm invested in their storyline because it's relatable on some sense. You know, a lot of people go through this, and it's always been more interesting to me than Meech and Terry's story on this show because they have a great story in real life. They're just doing a lot of BS when it comes to the show, honestly. But I love y'all, and y'all keep me accountable and keep me here every Sunday morning, regardless of how I feel about the show and episodes that come on every week. Stephen Harris, you said an 8. DeMarcus said Dr. Maurice could have been Pastor Flemmy baby daddy. Child, you getting messy, DeMarcus? What in the Young and the Restless you talking about, DeMarcus? Oh, that is messy. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but that's a lot. HA, you said, yes, I enjoy the reviews much more. Thank you all. Thank you. But I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I love y'all, and I will see y'all later. Toodles. I'm going to give me some medicine, y'all. I promise. Bye.